This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Harley Race.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
This is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans, welcome to a special edition of MWF Xtra. I'm Dan Mirade, as we are now literally just days away from our annual holiday extravaganza to give our neighbors a brighter holiday season. It's Holiday Headlocks, Saturday, November the 16th, from the Kowloon Entertainment and Dining Complex on Route 1 in Saugus, Massachusetts, as we continue to talk with the various superstars that will be available to meet, greet, and eat with. On the phone right now, I have to say I'm one lucky guy. I'm talking to, nothing against Ted DiBiase, Al Snow, Papa Shango, John Cena Sr. of The Godfather, but the loveliest of our guests, Miss Debra. Debra, how are you tonight?
Well, hi. I'm actually having a great day here in Alabama.
Debra, everybody in the Boston area is excited to see you again. It's been quite some time since you've been up here in the Boston area. What we're doing on November the 16th, it certainly is for a great cause. In 2013, there are a lot of folks, whether they're out of jobs right now, the job market isn't so great. And you know what? To try and keep things on the DL for the little fans that watch, you know, Santa Claus's GPS, it has a hard time finding everybody's house. So we want to make sure that Santa's got the super-duper GPS and he doesn't miss anyone's house.
Well, absolutely. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to being up there. And, you know, when I come up there, I actually have a really special gift for a really special friend on November 16th.
Oh, Debra, you didn't have to get me a gift. It's a little too early for Christmas. It's not for me, I take it then by that laugh. All right, that's a different story for a different time. But Debra has a special gift for a special someone. That's going to be pretty interesting. But, Debra, you've had such a interesting career, an interesting life. We spoke on the phone the other night. We probably could have gone on chit-chatting for hours where you were driving on the highway. But beyond, you know, we could talk about the wrestling accolades. But just to update the folks what you've been doing recently, tell them about some of the exciting accomplishments in your life present day.
Yes, I actually moved back to Alabama, and I decided to finish my undergrad at the University of Alabama, and so I graduated a year early and made straight A's and graduated cum laude, and then I've been accepted into the grad school here at the University of Alabama, which I start in January to pursue my master's in criminal justice.
Unbelievable. For everyone says that there is no life after professional wrestling, you're talking to proof that there is right now, someone that's had a lot of positive accomplishments after leaving the bright lights of professional wrestling on national TV. It must be a great feeling.
Oh, it absolutely is, because, you know, I believe you can do anything you put your mind to it. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work, and you have to see it through once you start a goal. But what I just accomplished, that just shows, pretty much it just takes being focused and hard work in anything you do. Whether it's wrestling, going back to school, whatever dreams you have out there.
Let me ask you this one, Debra. I don't want to steal too many questions from the fans, because part of the Holiday Headlocks events is the question and answer session where the great fans on hand get to ask the superstars the question. But did you ever envision yourself as a young Debra getting involved in the world of professional wrestling?
No, never. I knew that I always wanted to be an actress, and I love to perform, but I never, ever thought I would become one of the superstars.
And what was your initial reaction to being around these locker rooms, these larger-than-life men, these superstars that are known all over the world? Was it what you expected? Was it something different, somewhere in between?
Well, you know, it's interesting because I, again, had another life with the NFL when I was married to Steve McMichael. So, I had always pretty much been around really big guys. And then when I got involved into the wrestling thing, it was just kind of normal to me.
Well, the same camaraderie certainly with the guys in the NFL in the locker room could be comparable. But, and again, you go from wrestling, you were a beauty pageant winner, I believe, in the past as well?
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of like a cat. I have different lives.
You've been appearing in independent movies. On top of that, we discussed that the other night on the phone.
I know, I swear. I swear I am. I just kind of have I'm just a little mixture of everything.
Well, the fans can ask you that and so much more when you are with us on November the 16th, again, for a great cause. It's been a while since you've been to Boston, Debra. Any memories of this great city that stand out?
No, I love Boston. Love Boston. I mean, every time, I've been there, I've had a great time. The fans have been so good to me, and I love Boston. I'm so looking forward to being back there.
Well, I'm going to throw you a trivia question, Debra, because I know sometimes with the various superstars, their schedules are so hectic, the events are so time-consuming and so close to each other, they almost run day into day, week into week. But do you remember what great accomplishment you had right here in Boston in October of the 2000?
Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I think all this new knowledge from college, I don't know. I forgot.
This is the precise location where Mick Foley named you the Lieutenant Commissioner.
Really?
It is.
Oh, my gosh.
So there's a little bit of Boston Debra history for you.
How about that? Well, see, that's even more of a reason to come back there.
You were also part of the first WCW Monday Nitro that took place here in Boston, which at the time was the highest grossing WCW live event in the history of the company back in June of 1997.
Oh, my gosh. I did not know that. I do remember being in Boston with the WCW and Ric Flair. Oh, my gosh. He used to crack me up over the WCW.
And what were you doing with the Nature Boy in Boston?
Well, remember when I was in the Four Horsemen?
Yes.
So I just remember we all had a party at the hotel after the matches.
Oh,
and then it was a whole bunch of us. And he was, oh, my gosh, he was Ric Flair.
That would have been the first Nitro back in June of 97 because the Cam Neely House was involved with that. One of the Boston Bruins has a cancer foundation, and they were involved in the setup of that event. And I remember the big party they had afterwards. So you have a good memory for the sporadic times you've been here, even though you've been around the world and back. I don't know how many times.
Okay, yeah, I can remember the building in Boston because I always remember it was a really good workout because especially if I'd been on the road for a long time and my luggage was really large, because back then sometimes we would travel, 10 days straight. And I just remember having to always carry down all those steps.
The new Boston Garden, or back then the Fleet Center as it was called when you made your debut, it certainly was a large warehouse-like facility in the back. But Debra, back to what we're talking about here, you've had a very interesting life. I'm sure the fans are going to be able to meet, greet you, eat with you, be able to talk to you during the question and answer session. It really is a way for the superstars to be able to interact with the fans in a way that they really didn't have a chance to back when, 16, 17, 20,000 fans were at the arena where it would be virtually impossible.
No, that's true. And, you guys always have the cutest accent.
I know you like the Boston accent, so keep that in mind.
I do like the Boston accent. I do.
Well, you'll be able to hear a lot of ahs when they call you Debra. Park the car and the yards. But you have a delicious dinner to look forward to, and again, the ends justify the means because we're going to be trying to help out a lot of great kids in this area that might need a helping hand this time of year. I don't think there's really anyone out there in this day and age that doesn't know somebody, whether it be a close friend, family member, even a distant acquaintance that could use, a little something this holiday season, and that's what we want to do for the folks in this neck of the woods, and I think that's a pretty good thing that professional wrestling can do.
No, absolutely. That's why I really enjoy being part of this because it's, to help out some people that are not as fortunate And I think it's a great cause. And like I said, I am definitely going to bring a special gift for a special person.
Oh, a special.
On November 16th.
I really want to find out what this is all about, Deborah. I might have to call you back after we go off the air and see if I can sneak around a little bit for a little more information. But for all the information you fans need to know, get online. Tickets are available now at all levels at bostonwrestling.com, as well as social media platforms, facebook.com/MWF Action. And you can always follow us on Twitter at MWF2001. Again, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, will be there. The fun-loving Godfather, Al Snow and his sidekick Head, Papa Shango, and this lovely lady right now. And again, not to take anything away from the guys, but I think all the gentlemen in attendance will be looking forward to seeing you the most.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Any final thoughts before we have to go, Miss Debra?
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing all the fans in Boston.
You heard it right from her mouth, fans. Saturday, November the 16th, it's MWF Holiday Headlocks. Meet, greet, and eat the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. There's going to be autographs, photos, a dinner. Our friends at WWE sent so much for the charity auctions and raffles we're going to have. A group question and answer session. It's not an event. It's going to be more of a holiday celebration of sorts where, again, you get to interact with the superstars you know worldwide from TV. Deborah, I thank you so much for your time. Fans, will be back again soon with another superstar at Holiday Headlocks. Don't miss it.